Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a certified Zentangle teacher, and today we're going to take a look at the Tangle IC from YuRu Chen. Oh, this is a neat one. It is a fragment, really, or, which fits in a grid pattern. All right, so let's do, we'll do a 4 square, but for whatever reason, I don't feel like going to the edge. So we'll make a nice border. Okay, and then we'll do a 4 square. I will be proving that you don't need to make an even 4 square, and it'll all turn out great. All right, so let's just take one of the bigger ones. Okay, let's focus on this one first, and we'll show the basic pattern, and then I'll continue on. Okay, so pick 2 corners, any 2 corners, as long as they're opposite from each other. And in those corners, we're going to do a nice C-shape curve line, like so. Then we're going to have them meet just with a nice line right in the middle. Then a couple more C-shapes, and so we're essentially going to aura this. And what I've been working at is kind of eyeballing sort of what's center. No, I don't need to turn it. And putting these C shapes on either side of what's center, leaving a bit of a gap there. I will tell you, it's not going to matter. It is a rather forgiving tangle. All right, then more C shapes. So let's start right here with this one right here. And we're going to same direction. C shape going to the border. One over here, and then here, same thing. And, of course, you turn your tile if you want to take advantage of the natural curve of your hand. All right. Then, this last pair of C shapes, you know what? Well, hold on. I just had this thought occur to me, and I just want to look again. All right. Okay, so here's the thing. It's not going to matter. But so she has it. Okay. Right here on the last C shape that's going towards the border. Another one like that, just above this last. What I was thinking was, and I don't see why you couldn't, you could do a C shape right from here. It'll make a little bit different shape, and I looking at the inspiration, I think I see why she did it that way. But there we go. It's going to look neat either way. And so it doesn't matter how far away from that little corner that you do it. Okay, which way did I start it? This way, as if it matters. That is your basic fragment. A bunch of C shapes and the straight line. Okay, now, oh, well, and I did it that direction, so... Oh, but wait a minute. Okay, so a lot of me wants to do this. I'm picturing... You know what? It's going to look neat. Let's do this all the same direction, because... Okay, so in YuRu's sample... samples, let's see, am I there? Oh, I guess it's, oh, there it is. Okay. Oh, she just has one, looks like one sample and then the inspiration. Okay. Just because I want to come up with something weird. Let's do them all the same direction. So we will, because in my version of the step out, I started it this way, and then alternated it, so you can see what that looks like. you could do it so all of this, these shapes would then create an orb in the middle. I just want to see what this will look like. So let's do it. Okay, so we're going to start with the C shape, right? And this is one you could do it either way. If you've decided how you want it to be, you could do all of the individual steps like this. Oh yeah, like you can see that. Sorry. You could do all of those steps, at one time, and then go on to the next step with all of them and so forth. Or you can just finish a box, move to the next box. Okay. And let me finish these and making sure that you can see my hand instead of, the pen instead of my hand. All right, so here, let me move this way a little bit. There we go. So this one, I mean, seriously, I'm kind of guessing and eyeballing at the same time. Okay, here's about center, and we'll put these C shapes in here, just like so. Now, one thing, let me do this one because this side isn't going to matter. You'll just want to line up with whatever line is close, as long as it's going to work. As long as it's not too far off, I should say. And then here, like that. Okay. This one, that's what we're still on, is those sort of center-ish C shapes. And then continuing it out. Well, this is going to look interesting. That's what's fun with grid patterns and fragments. And the idea of fragments and reticula is you take a fragment. The reticula is essentially the grid, but including odd shaped grids, and seeing what meta patterns come out of it, just depending on how you decide. That's interesting. How you decide to turn that fragment. And it's completely different. Oh, here. Because I have my step outs right here. I haven't shaded it or anything yet. But this is with doing it this way, but then alternating that diagonal. Actually, these ones are just turned the other direction. Neat. Neat. All right, so then, for shading. Oh, wait, I missed one step. Somebody was, I'm sure, yelling at me in the screen. It's that last step. And you know what? That last step, could look plenty cool without that last step. All right, so that is, for whatever reason, the last one just gets me. Okay. Focusing on this. Oh, we're going on either side of this. That's right. Like that. Like that. There we go. Because it creates a neat, a neat pattern either way. Either way. All right, now. Oh my goodness. Oh, how to decorate though? That is the question. You have all of these spaces and so many things that you can do within them. I had some ideas for my step out, which I think I shall still do. Let's just do this because it's making me think, oh, let's try this. I'm gonna do, just looking at this center, and what's fun is to disguise the grid line. So I'm auraing that center line. Ooh, and see, I forget to do this and was a fairly recent one where it's like, oh no, I'm going to stop right there on the half and just do that. This one, I have a different thing in mind, but that's something to remember. Me telling me Now see, that's kind of disguised one of the grid lines, but now let's disguise the other. We will just render it invisible. All right. Like that. Now, here's a something. Probably should. I could do that part consistently wherever it's at, which it would be right here. I was like, am I going to regret trying to squeeze one of those in there? And then same thing. I mean, so I could leave it like that. It's not the same though. I could, but I'm not gonna. And then the same thing would go here. And you don't have to do it like this where you're putting this, the same decoration in, all of the same sections. My brain just really likes doing that. So I'm gonna. And yeah, so I'll really have to just focus on those and then either side. Okay, so while I do this, and then while I'm doing this, I'm also deciding on where I want to put some graphite because we must do that for sure. All right, but while I am doing these, if you are enjoying this, and I hope you are, please click on the like button. You might need to have a hand stretch, so you could just go and click on the like button. And if you liked it enough to see more, would love to have you be a subscriber to the channel. You know what? That's going to need it too, isn't it? Yes, it is. Sometimes it's a challenge to figure out where, when you're doing something like this, and well, when I'm doing something like this and I've decided, oh, I'm going to do this consistently throughout, then it's a matter of, okay, now let's make sure we get all those little pieces. Oh my gosh. I do like to cause myself challenges because it's fun. Yeah, it's looking interesting. Okay. In the description section, let me just mention all of this now while we're doing this kind of tedious stuff in which I love. And the tedious stuff is what gets you more of that meditative, mindful exercise. And it's just a great way to focus in on just that one stroke, that one area. Oh, neat. All right. So in the description section, you will find links to the step outs. Also, ways to connect with me if you wish. I have below the links to the step outs is my link tree, and that has everything. So you can, follow my blog. So that's on my website. So if you click on that, and some of them are the icons that are right under, or almost right under my name there. And feel free to bookmark that if you, like I said, if you enjoy it. I think I can't remember if I put there's a follow button on there, so that way when I make changes, you get alerted or something like that. So feel free. Let's see, highlight that. And if you are interested in tangling with me live and with a bunch of other Tangle addicts, we would love to have you join us. Oh my gosh, we have so much fun. I have some links on there, or maybe it might just be one, I think. Places to follow me for classes besides my Facebook page. You just click on the Facebook icon and it'll take you there. And let's see, the Facebook page. I do post it in our Tangle Addicts community group. You can join that as well. Link is there. There are 4 questions though that you have to answer to gain entry. That's the only caveat. Just because I like to make sure that I've got real people. Oh, I think I know what I'm gonna do. All right. Pencil. There you are. But yeah, so classes, sessions. Oh, we have so much fun. Well, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to go. Well, apparently that's what I'm gonna do because that's what I started. So pen is always right, or the pencil is always right. We'll just do the center. See what it looks like. Oh. Because I kind of wanted to highlight this interesting shape that has been created with kind of a scallop looking figure. That, let's see, oh, it's fine. Looked like it had some blue in it. Not that it would matter. Oh, yes. All right, we'll continue. We're going to continue anyway because it's kind of like that's just what you do. Yeah, but we'll do one side at a time because I do like to do that and then turn the tile and continue. Okay. What other interesting things? This is really neat. And I do love these grid patterns that are like this, that are indeed a fragment at the same time, because it's just so fun to see you know, what you can create. And actually, looking at this, I'm not going to do it, but look at how neat it kind of looks, leaving one side of this without the shading. It's just kind of interesting. All right. Oop. You know, this is one of those things where if you have trouble deciding, like I was having trouble deciding, sometimes it's just do something, because we can always do it again and try something else. Oh, it's neat. If I do say so myself. And I think I'm going to leave it like that. You could fill things in solid as well. It's another option. Plus, you know, it could be a fragment that turns into, well, you put the fragment in the reticula, but this one could then turn into another reticula, or maybe a string is a better, no, yeah, a string is probably a better way to describe it. Maybe not. And then you could put other tangles in there. So neat. It really is. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. And again, if you did, please click on like. If you liked it enough to see more, please click to well, feel free to share it. But also subscribe to the channel. Do check out the link tree. There's all kinds of great resources and, you know, ways to connect. And with that, thank you for watching. I wish you happy tangling, and I hope to tangle with you soon.